Welcome once again to Travel in Chinese. I'm Mark Rosewell, also known as Dash Shan. In the previous episode, Huang Renhao and Xue Mei were heading to the northern city of Harbin. They were going to get there by train, which is still a very popular way of traveling in China, even for distances requiring a journey of more than 20 hours or so. Of course, traveling by train, you get to see a lot more of the countryside, and sometimes the journey itself is more important than the actual destination. Well, today they're heading back to Beijing. Let's see what happens when they come back. Take a look at today's dialogue.
你好，
你好，
我想订3张26日回北京的火车票。
先生，现在到北京的火车票太紧张了，我只能给您打电话试一试，能不能订到很难说。
到26号还有好几天呢，票应该没问题吧？
很难说，我给您打个电话问一下吧，请稍等。对不起，先生，您要的26号的票没有了，已经卖完了。26号以后的票还有。
哎呦，那怎么办呀？28号我有一个非常重要的会议，必须赶回去，再晚的话可就赶不上了。
那样的话，您就只能坐飞机了。
飞机票好买吗？
飞机票绝对没有问题，我们这里无论春夏秋冬，飞机票都很充裕。
看来也只能这样了。那你们这里可以订飞机票吗？
可以，是3张飞机票吗？
对。
好的，那请您填一下预订单。
好。
还有，在这里写清楚你们3个人的证件号码。
证件号码？对不起，我记不太清楚了。哎，稍等一下，我给太太呀打个电话。雪梅在这儿呢。
这是证件号码。麻烦问一下，都有几点的飞机？到北京的航班很多，你们要订几点的？
下午的吧。下午都有几点的？
我看看。下午有3点15和4点半的。
到北京要多长时间？
大约1个多小时吧。
那就要3点15分的了。
现在到北京的有没有打折的飞机票？
优惠活动已经结束了，只有学生票打折，凭学生证可以6折。
那小节的票可以买学生票。
对，3张票中有1张要学生票，来给你。
好的，票来了以后我们会立刻给你们送去的。
谢谢，再见。
快走。
火车票太紧张了。紧张 here means in short supply. The train tickets are hard to buy. They sell out quite quickly. You can also say 时间太紧张，来不及了。There's not enough time. We can't make it. 来不及了。紧张 also means nervous or stressed. For instance, 他第一次演讲特别紧张。He was extremely nervous when he made his first speech. Now, sometimes we use 紧 as a short form for 紧张。票很紧 The tickets are in short supply. 时间很紧 There's not enough time. Time is tight. 能不能订到很难说 It's hard to say whether or not they can be reserved, whether or not we can buy tickets. In other words, they're hard to get.
先生，现在到北京的火车票太紧张了，我只能给您打电话试一试，能不能订到很难说。
看来也只能这样了。It seems that this is the only option. 看来 it appears 也只能这样了。It can only be this way. Well, to book the tickets, they require ID numbers. 证件号码. For foreign nationals, this would be your passport number. 护照号码. For domestic Chinese nationals, it would be their ID card number. 身份证号码。都有几点的飞机? By putting 都 at the beginning of this sentence, it implies that there are probably several choices, like how many in total? What choices do I have? In fact, there are quite a few choices. 到北京的航班很多. Hangbang are regularly scheduled flights. There are many from Harbin to Beijing. After all, Harbin is a major city and Beijing is the capital. Huang Renhao chooses the 3:15 flight in the afternoon.
有几点的飞机？
到北京的航班很多，你们要订几点的？
下午的吧。下午都有几点的？
我看看。下午有3点15和4点半的。
到北京要多长时间？
大约1个多小时吧。
那就要3点15分的了。
现在到北京的有没有打折的飞机票？Are there any discount tickets? 打折票 to Beijing now? The policy on discount tickets changes from time to time, and there are seasonal specials. 打折 is to discount, to cut the price. We discussed this a little bit earlier in our series. 打八折 would be 80% off the regular price, or a 20% discount. 打五折 would be half price, 50%. 打五折. Now, 优惠 means discount. Here it's used as an adjective. 优惠活动, a discount activity, a special promotion. 优惠活动已经结束了. The special promotion has already finished, so there are no discounts except for students. 只有学生票打折. Only student tickets are discounted.
现在到北京的有没有打折的飞机票？
优惠活动已经结束了，只有学生票打折，凭学生证可以6折。
Let's take a bit of a break from the language lesson now to talk about some background information. Now, some people seem to think that air travel in China is not safe, but in fact, China has an excellent air safety record. Air travel in China is also convenient and efficient, and tickets are quite easy to purchase as the system is almost completely computerized. The Civil Aviation Administration of China, CAAC, is the government department that manages air transportation in China. Air China is the national carrier, serving domestic as well as international routes, and having one of the best safety records in the world. There are a number of domestic regional airlines, but in recent years there has been a move to merge smaller airlines into more efficient and competitive regional groups. So, for most major domestic routes, there will be a choice of different airlines. Prices, however, are regulated by the government and usually do not vary from airline to airline on domestic routes. That being said, it's often possible to obtain discount fares with certain restrictions on domestic flights in China. Interestingly, you can often not get a discount fare by booking too far in advance, as the discount fares sometimes only become available closer to the departure date. A travel agent can help you negotiate through the different choices available. At last count, domestic airlines served 135 cities in China, and the days of the old Soviet-style turboprop airlines is almost completely gone. Many domestic airlines fly the latest models from Boeing and Airbus, and you will find airports in most major cities to be very modern. Sometimes it seems that most airports have been built or rebuilt just in the last 10 or 15 years. To reserve a ticket, there are many ticket offices all around the city, and they're linked by a computer network. You can even book tickets by phone or on the internet. Nowadays, airport fees are normally included in the ticket price, so you no longer have to pay a separate fee when you get to the airport. When you buy tickets, you also have the option of buying accident insurance, usually with a premium of 20 renminbi. Now let's take a closer look at some of the language points that came up in today's dialogue. For example, 必须, must, to have to. It's the opposite of 不必, 必须. Let me show you an example. 看演出的时候必须保持安静. You must remain silent while watching a performance. 看演出的时候必须保持安静. You must remain silent while watching a performance. Here's the opposite. 你不必说了，我都知道了. You don't have to say it. I know all about it. 你不必说了，我都知道了. You don't have to say it. I know all about it.
你好。
你好，
我想订3张26日回北京的火车票。
先生，现在到北京的火车票太紧张了，我只能给您打电话试一试，能不能订到很难说。
到26号还有好几天呢，票应该没问题吧？
很难说，我给您打个电话问一下吧，请稍等。对不起，先生，您要的26号的票没有了，已经卖完了。26号以后的票还有。
哎呦，那怎么办呀？28号我有一个非常重要的会议，必须赶回去，再晚的话可就赶不上了。
那样的话，您就只能坐飞机了。
飞机票好买吗？
飞机票绝对没有问题，我们这里无论春夏秋冬，飞机票都很充裕。
看来也只能这样了。
Here's another useful language point. 凭 literally means based on or to use something as proof. It's often used with tickets or ID, that you have to show your ticket or show some ID. For example, 游客 必须凭票入场。Tourists or visitors must show their ticket to be admitted. They will be admitted by ticket. 游客必须凭票入场。Visitors must show their ticket to enter. Here's another example. 必须凭学生证才能买到打折票。You must show your student ID to buy a discount ticket. 必须凭学生证才能买到打折票。You must show your student ID to get a discount ticket.
到北京的航班很多，你们要订几点的？
下午的吧？下午都有几点的？
我看看，下午有3点15和4点半的，
到北京要多长时间？
大约1个多小时吧。
那就要3点15分的了。
现在到北京的有没有打折的飞机票？
优惠活动已经结束了，只有学生票打折，凭学生证可以6折。
Here's another language point. 立刻 immediately, right away. It's similar to 马上. For example, 别急，我立刻把钱给你送过去。Don't be anxious. I'll get the money to you right away. I'll send the money to you right away. 别急，我立刻把钱给你送过去。Don't be anxious. I'll send the money to you right away.
3张票中有1张要学生票，来给你。
好的，票来了以后我们会立刻给你们送去的。
谢谢，再见。
那走。
Now I'd like to point out 2 specific grammatical points and do some substitution exercise with you. For example, 看来, it seems. This often indicates a conjecture or a guess. 看来. Let me show you an example. 看来你是故意不告诉我的。It seems that you're deliberately not telling me. 看来你是故意不告诉我的。It seems that you are deliberately not telling me. I'm guessing, I've got a feeling, you're not telling me on purpose.
看来我今天是没时间约会了。
看来我今天是没时间约会了。
看来你根本就没有钱。
看来你根本就没有钱。
You know, we receive letters and emails from viewers all around the world, and that's because 无论在哪里都可以收到我们的节目。No matter where you are, you can receive our program. Thanks, of course, to satellite transmission. Today we are talking about discounts. 能不能打折? Can you give me a discount? 有没有优惠? Are there any specials? 能打几折? How much can you cut from the price? 能优惠多少? How much of a discount can you give me? In the last 2 episodes, we've been talking about the northern city of Harbin. Well, next time we're going to go to the southern city of Shanghai. We'll see you then. 再见。